Okay, so this video is to help you find the center of rotation on a 5-axis machine that uses a tilt rotary unit like a Niken. So what we have, we're going to start with the base of our tilt rotary unit. This is our x-axis plus direction. And we're going to start with this tilt rotary unit in the vertical position. We'll call this our center of rotation, and here is our rotary platter. What we want to do in this position is, using a probe or any other measuring method, we want to find the center of the face of the rotary platter. That's the first point. We'll call that point P1. All right, the second point that we want to find is actually, if you take the rotary platter diameter and in the x plus direction, we want to find the edge. So that would be this point here, and we're going to call this P2. That's the second point that we want to find. The next step is to rotate the tilt rotary unit down 90 degrees. So we have our base, and we now have the tilt rotary unit tilted down. And here is our rotary platter. We want to find those exact same 2 points, but in the new position. So we want to find the center. We'll call this P3. And then we want to find that same edge at the edge of the platter. We'll call that P4. So in each one of those points, you want to collect, in this particular case, the Z and the X coordinate values of those points. After we have those points, those point locations, you want to go to a CAD-CAM system, and you're going to plot the point locations for P1 and P2. And then plot the point locations for P3 and P4. Once you have those 4 points plotted in the CAD space, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to draw a line from P1 to P3. This is the same location, but in the 2 different positions. So draw a line connecting those 2. And then do the same for points P2 and P4. So you're going to end up with 2 different lines like this. Now, what you need to do is create a line that is perpendicular to each of these entities at their midpoint. So the midpoint of this line, create a line that's perpendicular and extend it out. Take the other line, and at the midpoint of that line, create a perpendicular line, and extend it out. Where these 2 lines intersect is your center point of rotation. Hopefully that will help you to understand. You can then simply measure over in X, and you can measure from a known point, say in the horizontal center position. You can measure up in Z to that location, and you have located your center of rotation for your particular unit. Hope that helps.